So, first comes the discipline of content, and I definitely want to know more about your process. Why don't we actually go there? What is your discipline? How do you create so much content? Do you batch it? How do you come up with new content formats?
So right now, I'm in a moment on my content that I'm actually experimenting because I kind of got in a flow of doing, sort of the same style stuff for about 6 months. And then I was like, for me, I know most creative people, they need a little bit of variety every now and then. So for me, I was like, I'm going to do the next 100 videos where I this is how I think about it. I'm going to make 10 videos at a time, totally from, like, what my gut and intuition is telling me to make. Uh, and then I'm gonna look at those ten videos and say, "What did I learn? What worked? What was enjoyable?" And then I'm gonna make another 10. And I'm gonna do this to 100 and let that inform my next, and kinda look at that as a whole sprint, like a creative sprint for, like, this chapter for my brand, for especially for the short form videos. And that's freeing to me. It's kind of like because it has a bit of a constraint, the 10 videos at a time, look at 3 things that I learned. Maybe 3 out of those 10 work. Then I say, "What worked about them? Was it the hook? Was it this? Did I enjoy it? Would I wanna make that again?" Because some of the stuff I'm like, "It worked, but I don't wanna really," like, I saw that it attracted a bunch of followers to my account, might not enjoy the future content that I make. Is this actually attracting the right audience? So I'm really seeing it as an experiment. So that's right now, but in a perfect world, when I'm creating content that is, like, the most enjoyable to me in my style, it's very talking head, and I realized that a lot of these types of videos can all blend together. You scroll through your For You page, there's a lot of people with the nice microphones, nice cameras now, just like telling you what they think you should do. So I always try to say, like, how can I, one, kind of separate myself from them? And I don't know the exact answer to that, but I think it's like being very authentic. Like, I have these 10 years of experience, right? I want people to be able to feel me. I want people to be able to feel that I really care about this. And so that's the one thing Naval Ravikant talks about this. And like the only thing that he filters his content through when he tweets is like, is this true to me? Is this true to me? And if it is, he does it. So like that's the one filter. But in a perfect world, this is what I do. So every morning I wake up and I like writing first thing with a cup of coffee.
How do you take your coffee? I want to visualize the whole situation.
Um, I actually I do I I I do the butter coffee. I do MCT oil with ghee, and I blend it up with a little bit of monk fruit sweetener, and then I pour that on ice. I'm bougie, I
Yum.
got a whole process. But I'm gonna start doing just black because I feel like, I'm just switching it up. But like that, normally that's what I would do. So I sit here and I like to write first thing. So all throughout the week, I have an ongoing Notion doc of just quick ideas. So like I'll be on a jog, I'll be shooting hoops, I'll be driving, and I'll have a quick idea. I won't write it then, but I'll write like the quick, 5 word like sum up of what that idea is. I wonder if there's an example off top I can think of. I mean, I get a lot of inspo from, like, podcasts too, so, like, sometimes, like, I'll make connections and I'll say, like, "Oh, I learned this." Okay, like, I like Tom Bilyeu a lot. He's the, guy from Impact Theory, he has a podcast. So I was reading a book, Growth Mindset, and then he talked about growth mindset on his podcast. And like I hit it, like I was like, oh, perfect. Like he's a creator that used this book, and I was like, this is the quick idea, the impact of growth mindset on Tom Bilyeu's career. And so I have a whole list of them throughout the week. But then in the morning, I actually write them. So I spend 30 minutes writing quick outlines for each of them. This is like when I'm like really thriving and my output is at its best, right? And then one day a week, Saturday, I will go through and I will film all of them. So I will film 10 of these videos. And then Sunday, like there'll be a filming day. And then the editing day on Sunday, I will edit them. I'll put the text on it. At the beginning, I was doing more thorough edits where like every single scene like had like a video or an image pop up, and they were taking much longer. I realized that they might not be like the game on short form content is consistency, and that was kind of creating a bottleneck. So I've kind of simplified my edits to just 1 or 2 pictures and just text that pops. I've been experimenting no text. I've been experimenting just the headline. into the phone. But in a perfect week, that's what it is. It's ideas throughout the week from stuff that like just inspires me, and then in the morning, actually framing the outlines, and then one day shooting, and then one day editing. And I'm getting back to that. Like, I just had a newborn. I have a daytime job, so right now I'm just kind of like piecing together like free time that I can just get the job done. But even before this call, I filmed 3 videos, and after it, I'll probably put quick edits on them and schedule them out the next couple days.